Retirement planning can feel overwhelming, but it doesn't have to be. In today's episode, I'm breaking it down into two foundational pieces: clarity with your money now and your vision for retirement. We'll cover more specifically spending, budgeting, savings, and your FI number, so you know exactly where your money is going and what you need to retire confidently. Plus, we'll explore your vision, your biggest desires, hobbies, and how they'll impact your retirement budget. Stay tuned to get retirement ready. Welcome to Wealthy After 40, where I help you turn retirement uncertainty into a clear, actionable plan. If you're thinking about retirement but feel unsure whether it's even possible, I understand. The gap between where you are now and where you want to be can feel overwhelming, but it doesn't have to. Hi, I'm Daylene Higgins, founder of Elevate Finances and your personal financial coach. Having retired at the age of 50 and have enjoyed over 2 years of retirement bliss, I'm here to help you create your retirement dream and make it a reality. No more wondering, no more guessing, just taking action and building a future for yourself. Join me each week as I guide you through essential topics such as budgeting, cash flow, lifestyle planning, debt and savings, insurance, Medicare, and Social Security. Together, we'll build a strategy to help you achieve the retirement you've always desired. It's time to shift from uncertain to unstoppable and make your retirement dreams a reality. Today's episode is talking about what you need to know to get ready for retirement. This is just foundational, so this should be simple for you. I'm not going to overload you with overwhelm. Hopefully you have downloaded that retirement readiness checklist, which covers all of the topics. It is a summary. It gives you the look at it. And I've also done the retirement one-on-one series so that you can kind of get direction on that checklist. Be sure to check out both of those as addition to this episode. Retirement planning can be overwhelming. By looking at that checklist, there's 7 areas, and then within those areas, there's topics. There's things you need to learn. You need to focus on Social Security, Medicare, estate planning, all of those things. Wow. Okay, I have simplified in this episode the 2 foundational pieces that you need to be focusing on. If you're just starting out, maybe it's a quick review if you're somebody down the road, or if you're like 10 years away. This is a great place. These are foundationally going to, number 1, set you up for success. But number 2, it's also going to help you see steps you need to take, things you need to do, what you're going to consider the next road. It kind of gives you the overview, and then you can kind of detail that down. The first foundational piece is understanding your current financial situation. And you're like, oh yeah, I know it. But do you? Do you know your spending? Are you budgeting? Do you know how much you're saving for retirement plus saving outside of retirement? Savings is crucial, so make sure you do that. And then, are you clear on your FI number? Even if it's rough. FI number means financial independence. This is the number that you can easily walk away from your job and be independent, not have to rely on anybody or anything. I'm going to help you kind of break this down because I've just said spending, budgeting, retirement savings. What are you supposed to do? All right. First thing I want you to do, think about where is your money going? This is an overview just to think about it. Where is your money going? This can be bills, this can be just spending, this can be savings. Think about it in that sense. Just where are you directing your money to go? Then the next thing is, how much do things cost you? How much do they truly cost you? Not somebody else, not a family mother, sister, friend, coworker, you and your household, how much are things truly costing you, and are you okay with that? At the time I'm recording this, egg prices have gone up. There was such a scarcity within the talk about it that people were, not buying eggs or overbuying eggs. I don't even really know. But this talk got up in my head because of certain issues and certain choices I spend on either the free range, organic, or both. And so I do pay a lot. I let this social marketing talk get in my head. My dozen eggs cost me $10. I know you might be freaking out, but there's reasons I, quote, have to have that egg and why I choose to buy those eggs. But as I was letting it get in my head, I'm like, okay, what is my breakfast cost? I have 3 eggs every morning. It serves me well. There's, my sourdough to go with it. And I also have yogurt. I quickly do the calculations. Those 3 things are coming in just under $5 for breakfast. I'm like, that is not that bad. My eggs cost $10. My breakfast is less than $5. Overall, for me, I'm happy with that. That's what I want you to think about as you think about how much do things cost you. Not just the price of things. How much are you spending? I've heard people say it's cheaper to eat out than it is to make food at home. Well, is this true? That's all I'm going to ask you. Do the calculations to support what you decide to do. That is very crucial to having clarity with your money and understanding how to support yourself. All right, I'm off my soapbox and into the next area. What expenses of yours will go away? As you think about where your money is going, that's why this is important. What if those expenses will go away or reduce? I'll tell you what, I don't spend quite the money on clothing. Number 1, I don't have to dress for work. Number 2, I get to dress on the cheaper stuff. Really getting that understanding is good. It's like, okay, all right, this is making sense. My fuel dropped, all of those things. So think about those things. Maybe I knew of a coworker, her and her spouse worked at the same place and they went to lunch every day. As they were getting ready to retire, they said, we won't do that anymore. Just thinking through all of those things can support you in getting clarity on what expenses will go away. The next area, what is your income right now? How much do you gross? And how much do you take home? Why do you need to know that? Well, how much are you living on? What you take home is a first step of what you're living on. Maybe not all of it. Because of that, some of it might be going to savings. But that's a good place to start. Of my gross and my take home, what percentage is that? Financial planners, a lot of times, because they don't do this work that I do and supporting you and getting these specifics of numbers, will say you need 70 or 80% of your annual income. That is not true as a blank statement. I know why they use it. Understanding what your take home is, looking at that, from there, then from that, where is it going? And in that, are you saving? There's 2 areas of saving. How much are you investing? Because when you retire, you won't be investing anymore. And number 2, how much are you saving for those unexpected expenses, those emergency funds, those travels? That is not going to go away. It is very crucial that you learn how to save. Learn the skill, create the habit. It will just support you now and in retirement. I recently worked with some clients who they did well. They did not have debt. Their home was paid off. They were getting ready to go into retirement. And as I was helping them, working with them, they realized the importance of these sinking funds. And within the 3 months of working together, they saved $10,000. That was going to support them, not only in the sinking funds, but also in some remodel around the home, especially since they were going to be there a lot more. So very crucial to know how to save. Another number to really shoot for with savings is a savings rate. Okay, I hear a lot of people say, man, I dip into my savings all the time. Yes, you have to. You've got to pay those financial obligations for those commitments that are coming up not regularly, quarterly, annually, all of those things. If you set it aside, yes, you're going to dip into it. So looking at your savings balance is not a good measurement. Calculating your savings rate is what you want to be doing. If you are saving 10% of your income, good. Can you make it 11, 12, 13? That is where you see the progress. And that is crucial to, like I said, know how to save. So I think I've talked about that enough. I did several episodes the beginning of 2024, January of 2024. I think there's 3 or 4 of them that I talked about financial clarity. That will also help you kind of in this, topic, in this area of understanding a little bit more about how to gain your own clarity with money. Second foundational piece to get ready for retirement is your vision, your dream. What does that look like? I know there are a lot of people that are just waiting for retirement. They're not necessarily planning this piece, but honestly, I believe having retired and been in retirement for almost 3 years now, this is the more crucial piece. This is crucial for your purpose, your success, your happiness, and your readiness. This is going to drive your readiness. So what do I mean by vision? I want you to think about what are your biggest desires. If you think about, okay, I am going to be done working, I'm not going to do the 9 to 5 or whatever it was. Maybe you did nights. What is your biggest desire? What is your biggest thing you're looking forward to? I don't care what it is. This is you. This is your vision. This is your thoughts. What is it that you desire? 1, 2, or 3. Start thinking about that. Another area to help kind of create this vision is what are your hobbies? What have you done? What have you wanted to do? We work, it takes a lot of our time planning for work, prepping for work, going to work, working, that we might have been exposed to a hobby and thought, man, I wish I had time for this. If you did that, consider that. That's something that will give you purpose, that will help fill the time. It's crucial. Think about what are you excited most about? What excites you to think that you have the entire day to yourself? Explore those, write those down, make a list of them. I don't care if there's 20 on that list. What are you excited about? It gets you start, envisioning this and really getting real with what you can do. On the flip side, what are you unsure of? What concerns, fears, questions do you have? Again, make a list of these. Write them down. Hopefully you can get answers to these, resolve these, or just be prepared for these situations, right? Being aware of them helps us be able to be ready for them. As you have created or thought about your vision, your desires, your activities, those things that you want to do in retirement, you now need to think of the impact financially on your retirement budget. That's where this marries with the foundational piece 1. We now know if we've got a budget right now, what expenses are going away, what expenses are coming new. We know how much money we need in retirement. Tying those two pieces together can help us create that FI number I was talking about. This gets it specific, personalized, customized to who you are and what you want to be in retirement. And if you're thinking, oh my gosh, that's a lot, go back to the beginning of this episode, go through all of those questions, those statements, do some journaling, do some processing. Make sure you include your spouse if that's important. If you have one and they're going to be there with you, it's very important to get clear on those things. And if after listening to this again, and you're like, I just don't know, this is exactly what I do in my 2-hour retirement ready VIP session. We walk through all of this. We look at the numbers. We help you explore all angles of retirement. There's some more questions I have. We dial into those. We start putting those pieces together. Having that second set of eyes that is not emotionally connected to it can be a very crucial piece as well. I'll help you define your FI number. We'll see if you're on track for savings. We'll help you figure out if you are retirement ready. At the end of the session, you'll walk away with full clarity of your current finances, a plan that provides you a solid budget, and the action steps. Right? You're going to get a scorecard that has 5 different areas for retirement readiness, acknowledging what you've done, what you've accomplished, what you're working on, and just continue on with that, and what may be critical and what action steps you need to take. It's a very simple 2 hours, but very, very impactful. You will have your roadmap to retirement. You will know exactly what you need to do. You can choose to do that on your own, or you can choose to do that with the accountability of a coach. And we can talk about that at the end of the session. But I'd love to support you if after this episode and doing these exercises, if you're still feeling lost and you want it, quote, spelled out for you, book a retirement ready VIP session. You can do that down in the show notes. No phone call is required. But if you still have questions, please jump on that free Q&A call. Let's talk about it. If you're like, I just don't think this is going to work for me. Let's explore that. Let's spend 20 minutes to dive into what you're questioning and what you need. Thank you for listening. I hope this has helped you understand the first 2 steps that you need to do to get ready for retirement. I am enjoying retirement, even working as an entrepreneur. It's so important to find that thrive, that purpose, that success. And like I said, that is more crucial to me than the money. Just like life. Life can be worked out monetarily. Retirement can as well. But if you don't know your purpose, you don't know what you're going to do, that is where it can fall short and leave you kind of wondering why you even wanted to retire. So don't want you to do that. Listen to this episode again, book your free call or book your VIP session. I'm so excited to support you, and until next week. Thanks for listening. Each week, my goal is to help you get one step closer to retirement so you can be excited for that big day instead of stressed and just hoping it will work out. If today's episode got you thinking about your retirement planning and wondering if you're on the right track, let's connect. Schedule a free Q&A call to discuss your retirement needs and how I can support you in creating a retirement that's possible. Or if you know you're ready, schedule your retirement ready VIP session to dive deeper into your retirement goals and design the life you want. Complete with a personalized roadmap, you'll be on your way to a dream retirement. Don't wait to take action. You deserve the retirement you dream about. Be sure to take that first step today. And if not, be sure to tune in next week for the episode to learn more and move yourself to a retirement that's possible.